Hey guys, D.Bowie here, and this is 5 things I learned with Misery's Kunkka at TI6. Usually, when we think about Kunkka destroying illusions and countering push lineups, we think about attackers Kunkka doing some sick tricks with X marks the spot and rapiers.
EG, Fear has Metamorphosis, Ravage is up in 30, Split already at the ready, buyback from the Kunkka. I'm almost starting to wonder, will EG consider trying to throw it at some point rather than just taking Rax, but they work on the melee here with Illusions.
Split is now down after this. How far do they want to go?
Misery just claims out the wave.
Wow.
Oh, dearie me.
When Kunkka started being played as a support hero, we would see a lot of different builds, but usually he would go items like Aetherlamps, Mech, and focus on maxing X marks the spot to work as an initiator. The TI6 build is very different and greedier, going items like Face Boots, Armlet, and Crystallis. One of the main reasons Kunkka was picked this tournament is countering heroes like Murana, Timbersaw, and Faceless Void. But not only that, illusion spam pushes were also something common, and greedy support Kunkka is a good way to deal with them. Most people already know this, but when you use Ghost Ship, every allied hero that is close to the trajectory of the ship gets the Admiral's Run buff, which delays 50% of all the damage taken in the next 10 seconds, which is huge, and more often than not, we would see him using his ult to get everyone in his team the buff rather than hitting a perfect 4 hero ult. The bolt is low, and unless you have a very good setup like Chronosphere, it's better to spam the ult and give your team the buff. The cooldown is really low after all. Not only Misery, but almost every Kunkka in the main stage maxed Tidebringer before any other skill at level 7. While Torrent is a good skill, the stun duration is the same at all levels, as well as the cooldown and cast range. Not only that, but since the mana cost increases with levels, you don't want to commit too much on Torrent, since your level progression is very low and you can end up not having mana to use all your skill set. Also, Tidebringer allows you to farm without having a mana regen item, like Arcanes, giving you the possibility to go for a build that can scale in the late game, Face Boots and Armlet for instance. X marks the spot is an amazing skill.
And Mid-1 knows he needs to be able to catch someone. They got him with the X. He tried to jump away. Now it's going to be caught with the Torrent. Such a combination!
But committing to it too early may leave you without damage to fight. And if the team doesn't want to fight, your farming capabilities are severely hindered. So, as we already talked before, Tidebringer seems to be the choice as of now. The efficiency capabilities of X marks the spot can be used with only one point in the skill, like sending a core back to base to heal and keep pushing. Also, against heroes like Ember, Void and Timber that are melee, one point of X marks the spot can be enough to catch them, since the item build as of now is Windlace and Face Boot, which gives you a lot of movement speed.
Got himself an
At bottom?
and
go for it.
he'll be able to get the stun, 2-second stun with the Sun Strike and the Torrent follow-up. This is going to burst Ohio pretty low. He needs a bit more time for that time walk. It doesn't look like he's going to get it. Pulled back by X marks the spot. Moose.
Even though support Kunkkas stopped overcommitting for this skill, it is still the second most common skill to be maxed on Kunkka, especially when you're dealing with mobile heroes like Anti-Mage, Murana, Sand King, Slark, Queen of Pain, and etc. The usual item build for Misery was going for Windlace, Face Boots into Armlet and Crystallis or Dagger. If he went Dagger first, more often than not the next item would be Crystallis. After the introduction of Bloodthorn, Crystallis is a very good option for support Kunkkas, because you can decide to go for a Daedalus build, which is very good against illusion-based heroes, or Bloodthorn, which is very good against cores that don't like to go BKB or Manta, like Timbersaw, Husker, Storm Spirit, Murana, etc. Going back to the Armlet, the extra HP you get synergizes very well with the ult, since you get very durable during teamfights, and it actually facilitates Armlet toggling because you take smaller damage instance during the run buff. Okay guys, this is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to it. I'm making videos like this every day and I'm sure something here will spark your interest. And if you really like my channel, please check my Patreon rewards and see if any of them are of your liking. Bye.
Without Bruce Split, they're ready to go.
He's going to go in and try to slow this thing down. Does a decent amount to clear out the wave, but the illusions are stacking up.
This falls so quickly. Disruption's gonna give him at least some illusions on the DC side. Smarts coming in again. They'll lose the tower, and here comes Resolution on the backside with a BKB. And Sumail in trouble. Doesn't have the split.